day 3 of the trip. Just heading off to catch the bus. Under the Hudson again, over into New York. Plan for today is do the High Line, which is a park that's been made from an old railway. You know, you see in the films of railways going above the roads. They one of those was left over, so they converted it into a park, which is meant to be really nice. And do hopefully the World Trade Center Museum, One World Trade Center Observatory, and head all the way down to the bottom and get the boat over to Liberty Island. I'm not going up the Statue of Liberty, the pass I've got, but and yeah, do anything else that we see along the way. All the lovely AMG SLS. I could get used to this weather. Oh man, it's good. Real nice breeze all day as well. It's like 30 degrees, but a breeze, and plenty of shade in the between all the buildings as well. So yeah, it's good. Look at that. There's the NJPD doing their thing. That's the best we want, but going in the other direction. Hello there. Thank you very much.
I know, in the front.
Oh, then. Oh, okay, sorry.
21.
Yeah, it's 20. Thank you. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Cheers. Well, we got a bacon, egg, and cheese toasted croissant and an almond croissant. Nice. I was going to go and try and find somewhere nice to eat this, but I'm going to be walking for quite a while, I think, so I'm just going to have to get on with it. Fair play, that looks good. It is good. Oh yeah. Now that is what you call window cleaning. This is a nice area. Pretty picturesque as well, with the surrounded by high rises. But nice little parky kind of thing. I think this area is called Hudson Yard. Hey man, does the High Line start near here?
So what you want to do, here, come this way, it's easier to visualize.
Oh, nice one, cheers.
So, there's really 2 ways, but sometimes the one down 34th Street isn't always open. Technically,
okay.
you go down 34th,
Yeah.
that's the start,
Yeah.
but they're always doing a lot of work on it, so I don't want to send you that way. And then
Okay, yeah.
So if you walk straight, see
Yeah.
that big thing, that's the vessel?
Yeah.
Walk straight past that, keep the vessel on your right-hand side. You keep walking, you'll see a gate. That's the High Line right there. You can make a right and walk that way, and if the gate's down, then you can do the whole thing.
Yeah.
If not, then you just keep going straight. It'll take you all the way down to 14th.
Nice one. I'm heading down like World Trade Center direction anyway, so yeah, I'll
so
head down
you
that
walk
way.
that, you ever watch Gangs in New York, man?
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
So, you know in the beginning when Liam Neeson and what's his name were fighting? You know 5 points?
Yeah.
They talk about 5 points. So if you walk down the High Line, go all the way down to 14th
Oh, cool,
Street,
man. Yeah.
and you come off 14th Street, you're gonna walk down that block. When you get to that intersection, that's 5 points. That's
Nice.
right there. That's where all the Irish were, and that's where all
cool.
that whole thing went down.
Oh, perfect.
And it's still got the cobblestone streets. And
Really?
shit. Yeah,
Oh,
it's fucking-
sweet.
14th Street is like right before the village, and then everything down there goes from like West Village, Greenwich Village, and then you work your way down. But from 14th Street, the Trade Center is probably like 15 blocks.
Yeah.
And it sounds like a lot, but it really ain't that much. And when you're walking down there, there's so much beautiful shit, man.
Beautiful weather as well. Yeah,
I tell
it's
people all the
perfect,
time,
man.
people from New York never look up, man. Everybody forgets to look up. Like, there's so much shit up. When you look up the architecture and stuff.
It's
and, like,
mad, isn't it? Yeah. It's my first trip over here. I love it, mate.
Yeah,
love
the
it.
High Line is so cool because it takes you like through the heart of everything, and you're surrounded by nature with $1 million buildings that are right next to you.
Amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, when you walk down, when you get to like 23rd Street or 24th Street, there's a brick building on the side, on the right-hand side, so the west side. That's where they designed the first, like where the Manhattan Project started.
Oh, really?
Yeah, where Einstein and all them were all fucking there.
No
and they did
way.
the Manhattan Project to come up with the atom bomb. So there's a ton of history when you walk down that way. And when you come off the High Line and you see those cobblestone streets, you can just like close your eyes and pretend you're like 100 years ago, 200 years ago.
Awesome. Oh, that sounds perfect.
Cool,
hey, thanks for your time, man.
Yeah,
that's cool. Nice one.
Enjoy your trip, man.
Cheers, dude. Well, I don't know what this is, but it looks like a giant pine cone. So the guy in the park, real helpful dude, so that it comes round and does a loop, but that part of it is often closed and they're working on it, but you can get on. The older part is further down here. But what the hell is this? Is this some ship crane that they've turned into a building? It is, isn't it? Look at these wheels. Badass. Look at that. The shed. No way. The shed. It's called the shed. Here we go. We are now on the highlight. Give you the idea. There's the street level. There's the railway track. So yeah, this bit is the bit he was on about. Sometimes this is closed, but it goes on up round there. But we won't do that bit. We're going to take that way and go south, because that'll take us in the direction of the World Trade Center and South Manhattan. This is amazing. It's literally a park. There's some of the original track they've left there. So obviously it had two tracks wide enough for 2 trains. This must have been a site even when it was first built, to see great big freight trains, because this was apparently it was an extension of the passenger line, but south of some certain position it became just freight only. So all this was just for industry, which I think in this area there was a big meat packing area or something, and something else, and those industries all died up, and that was hence why the railway was abandoned. But some more extreme window cleaning going on there. Doing off a crane. I can't get over how cool this is. This juxtaposition of old industry and modern high-rise buildings and stuff like that is just crazy. So well kept and nice. But yeah, I'd never heard of it until I came on this trip. But yeah, no, it's a real, I'd say if anyone's thinking of coming to New York, put it on the list for sure. It's a real nice thing to do, especially when the weather's like this. This is Chelsea Market. Don't know anything about this. Just saw the sign and thought we'd come and have a look. I think hopefully you should be able to walk all the way through and come out on the road we want to jump on the next metro, eat up a few miles, not on foot. This is cool. Tell you what I need is a coffee. It's Christmassy. Yeah. Christmassy. Perfect, thank you very much. Ah, that's better. Thank you. That is better. That is a proper flat white. Boom. Currently on 14th Street, heading downtown to Canal Street. Well, what a moment this is. You'd be forgiven for thinking that this was just any other street corner in New York, which really it is, but it became watched many millions of times over the last 23 years, because this is the exact spot where the police officer and fireman, I think it was, were stood taking gas readings from that grate there on September the 11th 2001, when they witnessed the first plane fly down this way past this building and into the North Tower of the World Trade Center, which used to stand here. So obviously this tree has grown up since, so they probably wouldn't have been able to have the same view had it happened today. But this tower is new, that wasn't there then, and the twin towers would have been stood just there. But I'm talking obviously quite quietly, because it's still a very sore subject for a lot of people, so I don't want to attract too much attention. But yeah, I must have watched that video countless times, and to actually be stood here now, and yeah, sort of try and imagine what that must have been like to see a plane go over and smash into a building. Must have been absolutely incredible. But yeah, what a moment.
Get on that. I had one.
So should have been standing here, but obviously you can see that's World Trade Center 1 now, the tower that was built to replace the towers 1 and 2 that got hit down on September the 11th. Okay, I've walked towards the World Trade Center a little bit, so the trees out of the way, you get a much better view there. So this is where the two towers would have been stood, this one being the North Tower and this one being the South Tower. So the plane came in from this direction and hit the North Tower. That's World Trade Center 1 has been built in replacement, which is the one we're going at. I think this is an apartment block, I'm not sure what that's called, but that wasn't there then either. Good view of WTC 1 there. And a sweet Range Rover. That wasn't there then either. Just coming a couple of blocks over from where we were at the 9/11 filming spot to Northmoor Street. For the next filming location, and there's no prizes for guessing what this one's from. Look at that, the very spot. Shane Vakeman's not here. Yeah, for those of you that might be too young or haven't seen the film, this is the Ghostbusters HQ. It was an old abandoned fire station, I think, in the film that they bought on a shoestring and turned into their base of operations. But I'm pretty sure it is actually an active fire station now, I read. Maybe hence the lights and some of the stuff on the ground, although maybe that's the reason the doors are closed. Don't know. But that's cool. We're now in the World Trade Center Oculus, whatever that is. Never even heard of it before. But we managed to get off. Wow, look at that. Holy moly. Managed to get off the subway at the World Trade Center station, which Google doesn't know about, apparently. It was trying to give me directions to go to the next one and then walk back up for some reason. But so we'll head this way, up and out. There's a set of doors up there. I think that's where we want to go. Flipping it. This is mega. I found a map. Sweet. Okay, so we can make that out. There's the footprint of the North Tower and the South. There's One World Trade Tower. That's where we're going up. And there's the Oculus where we've just been. So I think we're at this end now. There isn't a "you are here" thing on there that I can see. But so I think we go up and out, and then gonna have a look at this bit, and then head up the tower, and then hopefully look at it from above.
You gotta go outside and just around the corner.
Okay, beautiful. Okay, thank you very much. Look at this. You think that's where we're going? Oh, better get my pass out. Let's hope this works. Well, my pass worked. Got some entry tickets and we're in. So weirdly, we're heading downstairs first. I have no idea what we're going to experience here. I don't know anything about it. Never spoken to anyone who's been here or anything at all. So this isn't the bit. I'm lost. Oh, he did say down into the right, didn't he? And I went left. Must listen harder. I walked in completely the wrong direction. Oh, it's a weird setup. Ah, there we are, look. So it should have been down and right. Well, I timed it right. There's no queue at all, except for a couple of people here. So I think we're gonna check in here, then go over there to do airport style security, and then we'll be out. But I think it's not uncommon to have like an hour's worth of queue in here, so that's perfect. Weekday perhaps, but right, we're through security. Although they confiscated my microscopic selfie stick because it's got tripod legs on it, and that is against the rules, so I got a little ticket to redeem it later. Gotta look after that actually. It's my little ticket.
Experience the infinite facets of the city beneath us as you prepare to see forever.
Wow, look at that. Statue of Liberty. Staten Island down there. Don't know what this island is. So this is looking south, that's where the Hudson River meets the East River. Holy moly. Brooklyn Bridge, Manhattan Bridge. Liberty Island, you can just see the statue there. Ellis Island, where the immigration used to happen. This is the Hudson River, where Tom Hanks landed his plane. So that's all New Jersey over there. Okay, so that's looking up the Hudson. My accommodation is here somewhere, I think. So that's looking up to Midtown Manhattan, Empire State. Unbelievable. The Edge, there's another observatory. Ooh, there. I want to try and pick out the street corner I was stood on earlier. Oh, in fact, there it is. There it is, easy. So there's the big tall red building that was opposite, and the little triangular one gives it away there. So right in the middle there is where they were looking up at. So yeah, looking in this direction, the plane would have literally been heading straight towards us here. What a feeling that is. Imagine how those people felt, the ones that were stood looking out the window when that happened. That building just there is the Ghostbusters HQ. That one there is 270 Broadway, where the Manhattan Project started. That's the, I think that's the Manhattan Bridge you can just see over there. So that's Dumbo area, just over into Brooklyn. I think this is the Little Italy area, so we'll go and have a look at that later on. We're stood on the south side of the town now, so just down below us are the two footprints of the original World Trade Center buildings. They look quite small from here, but I'm not sure how tall they would have been compared to this tower. Something of equivalent height, I would have thought, but yeah, what a crazy feeling to be up here. Think of all those people that were trapped and at this height, looking down on exactly the same site, knowing they were going to either burn to death or fall to death. Oof. Almost forgot. Just remembered about building number 7, which obviously was the third building to come down on 9/11. It's been rebuilt with the same name, building number 7, and that's the one we're looking down on now, that sort of diamond-shaped one. You can see just how close it was to the World Trade Center building. Well, that was incredible. Here I am back down at street level, and that's the building we've just been up. One World Trade. Epic, highly recommend it. God, that lift must go fast. It takes about not even 30 seconds to get to the top, I wouldn't have said. Unbelievable. Gonna go and find the actual original World Trade Center, the Ground Zero bit now. That's the top of the Oculus, the bit we were in earlier. Yeah, here we go. Oh wow. So this gap here where the trees are, that's where the two towers were stood. Twin Towers, I should say. Two Towers is Lord of the Rings. What a feeling it is to be here. The site of the biggest terrorist attack in human history, I want to say, in terms of loss of life and dollar cost and every other metric you can imagine, probably. Just keep thinking back to the videos of the carnage that was here, the dust cloud and all the absolute mayhem, and how nice and beautiful and sort of peaceful it is here today. Unbelievable. So the towers would have been literally towering over us here. Can't imagine the destruction, what that must have been like. Well, obviously anyone at this distance would have been completely toast.
This is as close as we can get to the base of the World Trade Center. You can see the firemen assembled here, the police officers, FBI agents, and you can see the two towers. A huge explosion now, raining debris on all of us. We better get out of the way.
So yeah, you get an idea of the scale of the buildings. You look at that as a footprint. Incredible. See all the names of the people that died all around here. So yeah, this is the footprint of the North Tower, I believe. So yeah, there's the One World Trade. So the first plane came in from this direction and hit this side of the building. This is the footprint of the South Tower. So the fountain's on there now. Oh, there's a duck. Quite a special site. Nice memorial considering how many thousand people died on this spot. Just taking a wander down Wall Street. We're at the bottom of Wall Street. That's the sort of junction just over there. There's not much to see, but this is what's known as the FDR, and you can see just through the gap there, that's the Brooklyn Bridge. We're going to walk up there now and walk over the bridge down over into Brooklyn and check out Dumbo. Whilst we're over there, it's meant to be some good pizza, so just got to find a way up onto the bridge. I found a Cybertruck. How cool is that? They do look better in real life, to be fair to them. Here we are, just coming up onto the Brooklyn Bridge. Or if you've never heard of that, think of the place where Godzilla took a pasting from, I think it was a flight of F-18s.
Direct the F-18s to the Brooklyn Bridge. Tally 1 on the bridge. Fired wheel.
Obviously done a pretty good job of repairing the bridge since then, but so I'm walking over from Manhattan into Brooklyn, the place where Brooklyn Beckham was conceived, I think, hence the name. So crossing the East River into Brooklyn. The plan is to go down across to the area under that bridge over there, which is the Manhattan Bridge, the area called Dumbo, which has nothing to do with the Disney character. It's an acronym of Down Under Manhattan Bridge Overpass. Apparently there's some good pizza down there, so head down there and check it out. Just coming up onto the bridge proper now. And fair play, it is a good bridge. So the pedestrian deck is up above the road, which is unusual. Apparently, which is massively unusual for the day. The chief engineer of this project was a woman, which wasn't even legal for a woman to do a engineering qualification in those days, so how she managed that I have no idea. But so that's Manhattan, East River, and Brooklyn over the other side. Just looking out to the where the East River meets the Hudson, Manhattan Bridge. Dumbo just over here. 1875, it's over there. She's old. Galleon just setting sail there. Okay, this is it, Dumbo. So we're down under the Manhattan Bridge overpass, up there and up there. So this is like an old industrial area that's up and coming, trendy as trendy can be apparently, and so say it's got the best pizza in New York. The best pizza in New York. And I can smell it already. I'd say it was this way. There's some famous ice cream place next door as well, so I think that's tea sorted. But first I've got to find somewhere with a restroom, yo. I've been listening to a podcast about where to go in New York, and they said Gleason's gym, it's a boxing gym apparently. So they said you got to go in and have a look. Apparently it's like where world-class people have trained in the past. I couldn't name any of them, but maybe Mike Tyson. But it's the place to come apparently, so see if we can sweet talk our way in there and use the toilet.
I'm lost a little bit.
So this is Gleason's, the world famous boxing gym apparently. Smells like sweaty men. And some big names here, apparently. Hey man, have you got a restroom?
Right there.
Just there, nice one, thank you. Okay, well I found a quick interest in boxing to worm my way into Gleason's. It's pretty cool to be fair. Now I'm gonna find some pizza. Pizza and then ice cream. Go 86th floor of the Empire State. There's the Edge, Macy's, Nike. So that's looking across the Hudson into New Jersey. H&M. I didn't film the way up here and the all the other bits and bobs coming in because my battery is nuked, so I wanted to get the full effect up here. So this is the lower observatory level. There's an open level up on the 102nd floor or something, but I had to pay extra for that. Well, that's the end of what turned out to be my favourite day of the trip. I made some memories that I'll keep for a very long time. I didn't make it to Liberty Island until the following day as I ran out of time, so check out the next video to see that. Thanks for watching.